You are what you eat. Sounds familiar? Yes, you have heard this phrase before. And yes, this is 200% correct. Welcome back to another video where you're going to learn the most essential knowledge regarding your health. Hit the subscribe button before going further. Today, we're going to tell you about the top 10 best foods for having a healthy brain. Which organ is the most essential part of our body? Of course, it's that big head of ours. Your brain is responsible for all the functioning of your body, and without it, the rest of your organs become useless. Even though it makes up for only 2% of your body weight, but it is the most essential part. We all know that the first thing that we try to protect whenever we are facing an accident is our brain. Why? Because without it, it's game over for the rest of our body. It is an undeniable fact that our lifestyle is dependent on our diet. What we eat affects our mood, our energy, memory. It also either improves our capability to do critical thinking, fight off stress, and handle complex circumstances. In simple words, every functionality is entirely dependent on our minds. So, let's get started with our list without any further delay. Number 1. Coffee. Coffee is the most consumed item when it comes to increased brain functionality. You must have consumed a cup of black coffee at a time you felt yourself being out of energy, or for writing that long assignment, which is due the next day, for reaching a deadline for your office work, or for staying up to study for an exam. Coffee acts as a catalyst for our body's neural system. We suddenly feel more alert and full of energy after consuming it. This happens because coffee contains caffeine, which is known as an instant energy source. The compounds of caffeine are antioxidants that are responsible for increasing the blood flow in our bodies. Excess of everything is bad, and the same principle applies to coffee. Caffeine addiction is very popular in Western countries, where people can't start their day without inserting coffee into their bodies. If we make it a habit of consuming coffee, then our body produces caffeine intolerance. When this happens, then the amount of coffee we used to consume before will seem to not have the same impact as it did before. Our bodies will start to demand more amounts of coffee, and this becomes an unhealthy habit. We are not saying don't consume it at all, just don't get too addicted to it that you find it difficult to survive throughout the day without the taste of it. Number 2. Nuts. Nuts are also heavily filled with antioxidants, and they contain a good amount of vitamin E. These are both very crucial for the heart and the brain. We are often advised by our elders to consume dry fruits because they are good for helping us sharpen our memory. Nuts are also a catalyst for our brain's neural system, and they also contain healthy fatty acids, which are beneficial for our brain. Some of the best brain-boosting food items are walnuts. Our brains are protected from free radicals, and they help the brain to be more present. Dry nuts contain anti-nutrients, which can be easily removed by soaking the nuts in water for some time. Usually people put them in the water and consume them the next day. Eating them excess can also be bad for our health, as they are a thermogenetic type of food. If they are consumed in excess, then it will affect your skin and you may get pimples on your face and other parts of your body. Eating a large amount at a single time must be avoided in order to only have a healthy effect on our bodies. Number 3. Green tea. Green tea is recommended by many nutritionists as they are well aware of its benefits. Green tea contains many amino acids, which not only help our body in increasing its metabolism, but also help in reducing stress and anxiety. Green tea also helps in increasing the functionality of our brain and helps us in having a better and stronger memory. It has been scientifically proved that regular tea drinkers have better cognitive functions and organization of brain regions when compared to those who do not drink it at all. It also keeps one's heart healthy and safe from immediate accidents, like heart attacks. It protects the brain from mental dysfunction and decreases the chances of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, as it is rich in antioxidants and polyphenols. So, it is better to drink almost 2 cups of green tea to strive through one's day. Number 4. Water. The human brain consists of more than 60% water in weight, which means that proper hydration is very essential in order to support short-term memory and decisiveness. Drinking 8 glasses of water every day is mandatory for people of every age except for children. If you are not drinking that much, then you will not be functioning at the optimal level. Even if we keep the brain aside, the overall body consists of 60% water, which is not only important for the brain, but every single organ of our body in order to function properly. Staying hydrated is directly linked with having faster decision-making speed and having better cognitive functioning. Dehydration can have bad effects on our brain. When we don't drink enough water throughout the day, then our brain starts to function at a relatively lower level. Therefore, it is very necessary to prioritize hydration for both the body and the brain. Number 5. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is now being widely adopted for cooking foods in different parts of the world because people are realizing the good it has to offer. A lot of nutritionists prescribe it because coconut contains antimicrobial and antioxidant properties. These properties are highly beneficial for having improved skin or for losing weight and having better oral health. Coconut is enriched with long-chain triglycerides, LCTs. These are such fat molecules that are transported through our blood vessels to reach those blood tissues which need them. These tissues may include muscle or fat tissue. Coconut also contains MCTs, which play a role similar to carbs and responsible for providing a rapid source of energy to our body. They head directly to the liver when being digested. Athletes often use coconut for accessing that instant source of energy being offered by MCTs. Keto diets also include a good amount of coconut. They are very effective for people suffering from drugs-resistant epilepsy and seizures. Number 6. Turmeric. You must be wondering what even turmeric is. It is likely the first time you are hearing this word. Well, let us tell you what it is and why it is important for your brain. Turmeric is that spice that gives curry the color yellow. It is very popular in the continent of Asia, especially in India, where it also serves the purpose of a medicinal herb. The reason for its medicinal use is curcumin, a chemical found in turmeric. Curcumin is very powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Turmeric has the capability to increase the antioxidant capacity in our bodies. Antioxidants are very important for our bodies as they are the main source of protection from free radicals. It can also lower the risks of having a heart attack and can also play an effective role in the prevention of cancer. Arthritis patients respond well with curcumin supplements, which makes sense as it is an anti-inflammatory compound. Number 7. Chocolates. Having a small bite of a chocolate bar when we are feeling really low or just not having our day can really hit that spot for us, which rushes our endorphins. You must be wondering how chocolate made it to the top 10 foods when there are plenty of other things available. Well, let us tell you how. Eating chocolate can enhance our brain's plasticity and play a vital role in the protection of our brain. The brain's plasticity means that the lifelong ability to adapt to evolving circumstances and changes. Chocolate can be beneficial for protecting the brain's integrity, as it has been listed as a neuroprotective food. You must have noticed that you crave chocolates on your sad days, and that it's because chocolates increase the levels of endorphins in our brain. It is the chemical known for making us happy. Just like a cup of coffee, chocolate is also enriched with caffeine. Surprisingly, chocolate contains much more caffeine than a mug of coffee. A bar of chocolate contains about 90 milligrams of caffeine, whereas a cup of coffee just contains 9 milligrams of it, according to the U.S. Department of Architecture. It is really essential to consume such food items, which will help the brain as we get older and protect us from having age-related issues like dementia. Researchers are looking for more benefits in chocolates as they believe it has much more to offer than what we mentioned above. Number 8. Eggs. Eggs are enriched with nutrients that are really good for the health of our brain. Some of these nutrients are vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and choline. Our body really needs choline in order to make acetylcholine, which helps in regulating mood and memory. Sadly, we are not getting the required amount of choline from our diets. Egg yolks contain the most amount of choline, and they must be consumed to obtain it. Some people avoid eating the egg yolk while eating eggs, and if you are doing so, then you are not getting any choline. The lack of these vitamins being offered by eggs can sometimes lead to depression as well. Vitamin B12 is also prescribed to sugar patients as it is responsible for maintaining sugar levels and blood flow. Number 9. Broccoli. Hard to digest and not the favorite of many for sure, but broccoli is also very beneficial for the human brain. It contains high levels of vitamins and antioxidants. Broccoli can turn out to be helpful for you when you find yourself facing laziness and lack of memory and attention daily. Broccoli is an enemy if we look at it from the viewpoint of our children, and they don't like to eat it. They may hate that sharp taste and the texture of the vegetable. The brain facilitates and enhances learning. Broccoli helps in improving our fluid and crystallized intelligence. These are responsible for our ability to solve new problems without relying on any previous knowledge in our brains and having a good problem-solving tendency. Number 10. Blueberries. Among all the fruits, blueberries are found to contain the most amount of antioxidants. The antioxidants are very beneficial for people suffering from high blood pressure. Just like chocolates, blueberries are also very useful for protecting our brains from aging issues. According to scientists, consuming blueberries tend to increase the number of neurons in our brains, which means that blueberries can be vital for controlling such pathways that lead to aggression, cell endurance, and the ability to be adaptable. With all that being said, we have reached the end of our today's video. We hope you loved this video, and we will see you again in another health-related video soon.